Right, we've got the boxes all set up. Let's actually set up a timer. So like I said before, anything within this box here is going to be the player's view and everything outside isn't. So we're going to start doing some functionality to make the game work the way that we want. We're going to be putting the brain in the game, so to speak. So we're going to click somewhere here. We're going to click on Create, and we're going to call this Control. Now, you don't need to do the spriteness because no one's ever going to see it. But I always think it's quite nice just because, well, it's when you want to go back into the game. I always think it's quite nice if you want to go back into the game and do some changes or edits. You go, well, what's this square here? But if you make it something a bit more obvious, then you'll roughly know what it is. So let's go back into sprites. You can go into objects, and then you can choose something here, like a lock. I think it's quite nice. But if you do have a paid account, if you click on this one here, you can click on, what's it, so the maths, let's see what's there. You've got little question marks and stuff like that. Explanation mark. Got some symbols, which is quite nice. Let's use a symbol. Again, it doesn't really matter. You can choose whatever item you want. You can upload your own. Okay, so let's click OK. So we call this one Control. Okay, again, this is just going to be controlling elements of our game. Right, so let's go into behaviors. Let's start putting some stuff in. Let's start doing a timer because that's really important. So let's go to GUI. Okay, and let's put label in. Let's click on that label. There you go. Let's have that label there. And then let's call this, what's this? Click box to start. Okay. You can choose whatever font you want. Again, it really depends on the color that you've chosen and stuff like that. But I always recommend, especially for this game, click on center so it's center aligned. When it starts to change, you can obviously change the font sign, the font, and the color. I'm going to make my one black here. So I'm going to click on black, click OK. Now, anytime when you click on the label, when you create a new label, it's going to put the text in this corner here. Okay. So in order to change that, go back out into your main area, click on the box to see highlights. And I want you to just move the box over here. Okay. Move that text over here, So you've got that bit there. Let's go back into your control and let's start putting some things together. Right. So we want, when the player clicks on a block or a box or whatever you've got, we want it to start the timer. So we want mouse click down. Okay. And then we want a timer to start like ticking over, don't we? So let's do that. So mouse down to start. It will do manual start then. And then it's just going to add to a value. Okay. So let's see what happens here. We also want it to capture clicks anywhere because if we don't, it's going to only activate when we click on control. And because it's outside of the window, players are never going to be doing it. So we need to capture clicks anywhere. Also, we want this, if you click on this little timer node here, we want to make sure that this repeats forever. Okay, so we don't want it to stop. We want it to continuously play. And also, the timer is a little bit too long. So let's make that 0.1. Okay, let's click on OK. And then out goes the value because we want to change the value. Now we click on play. So it only does one. So it's only outputting one because it's only activating once. So we need to change that, right? We want that to keep on counting up. So we need to put something else in between there. So let's delete this line. And then let's put logic and maths in. Let's put a number in. And this time we want to add that one each time into itself continuously. So we do that by putting the plus sign. So out goes to plus. Now it's going to be adding that one each time. And it's going to be adding one to the value. Now if we do it, click on play. See how the timer goes on. But there's no way to stop it, and that's what we're going to be doing next.